Trendline set up to make money in the stock market. Hey guys, and welcome back to Tradingfyive. This is the channel that provides you with various informative content on the stock market as well as technical analysis. And this video is based on Trendline setup, which is a very powerful setup, a very powerful tool in the stock market, and is used by most of the technical analysts and traders to regularly make money in the market. And in this video, we will understand what is Trendline, how will you plot the trendline on the chart, how to use it, where to buy, where to sell, where to exit, where to place the stop loss, everything in this video. And also, I am going to share some live market examples on Trendline in this video. So make sure you stick to this video till the end. Do not skip this video. And one more thing, if you are new to this channel or not yet subscribed this channel, make sure you do it so that you won't miss any upcoming videos or updates on our channel. So let us first start with what is Trendline. So in order to understand the trend line, first you have to understand the trend in the market. And these are the three types of trend in the market that are flashing on your screen. If you don't know about them, I have made a couple of videos on them. You can check it out later. So now you see, trend lines are the angular lines that provides us with the dynamic support and resistance in the market. I am sure you must have heard about this term support and resistance. Support is a bullish level which pushes the market up, and resistance simply pushes the market down by imparting some of the bearish pressure. But these are very conventional way of using support and resistance in a linear way. You understand, all this support and resistance lie on a line. But trend line helps us to identify the dynamic, the angular support and resistance in the market. For example, you can see on the screen, this is a type of chart wherein the price is moving in an uptrend. And as you can see on your screen, the price is going in higher high and higher low pattern. This is what we call as uptrend. And it is quite obvious that whenever a stock is in uptrend, we will look for support for buying the stock. So just remember this part, that whenever the stock is in uptrend, we look for support for buying the stock. And whenever it is in a downtrend, we look for resistance to sell the stock. So over here, in order to plot the trend line, what we do is we will mark any two consecutive lows on the chart. And as you can see, these are the two consecutive lows that have been marked. And then when you join these lows with a line and extend the line, what you get is called as a trend line. And as you can see on your screen, this is what a trend line looks like. Firstly, it helps us in defining the trend. And in case of uptrend, it helps us in identifying the dynamic support. So over here you see, whenever the price comes down to the trend line, there are high chances that it will take a support on it. And then a good bullish rally can be seen. Alright, and again over here the price comes down, takes a support on the trend line and bounces back. This is how the trend line basically works. And if you want to see one more example, let us just watch a downtrend in the market. You see, the price is coming down, forming a lower high, lower low pattern. This is the pattern of a downtrend. And now we know that in a downtrend, we must look for resistance. So what we will do in a downtrend is that we will mark any two consecutive high as you can see on your screen. And then we will join them using a trend line. So in this downtrend, you can see that the price comes back to the trend line and takes a resistance. And then a very huge bearish rally is noticed. So that's how you plot a trend line on the chart. So now let us understand how to use this trend line for trading to make some money in the market. So whenever the stock takes the support on the trend line like this, we will look for buying the stock after this support. That is after the confirmation of the support. And you can place the stop loss maybe 2-3 points below the low. And there you will have a very low risk but a huge profit. But wait a second. What if the price doesn't take the support or in fact breaks the trend line? What we have to do in this scenario? You see, such a type of condition, such situation in the market indicates a reversal in the trend. Just understand this. Whenever the price takes support and resistance on the trend line, it indicates a continuation in the trend, a continuation in the current trend. But whenever the price breaks the trend line, it indicates a reversal. It indicates that something is fishy, a reversal might occur in the market. And if you have a position in the stock with such situation, you should look for exiting the stock. Okay, I hope you understand this concept. Now let us look at some live example in the market. Let me just take you to the charts. Now as you can see on your screen, this is the daily chart of Bank Nifty index. And then over here you can notice something. You can see a new downtrend is emerging over here. And we know that to plot a trend line in the downtrend, it is a good practice to connect the high. So over here, this happens to be the first high and this happens to be the second high. So in this toolbox, you can find a tool which is called as trend line. So here we will simply use the trend line and join the two highs and extend the line simply further. You see, the line is extended. You see, here we get a trend line. Now let me show you some amazing stuff. You see, when the price comes down to the trend line, it takes a resistance. So this happens to be the first resistance on this trend line, and you can see a very huge downfall is seen when the price takes resistance on this trend line. So a swing trade of like 7 to 10 days can be made over here. Further, if you see, the price is again taking resistance on this line, and then after that a huge downfall is seen. But next time when the price comes back to the trend line, it simply breaks the trend line. You see, it doesn't take any resistance on the trend line. Instead, it breaks the trend line. And this is the trend line which has something 4 to 5 touch points. The touch point means the number of times the price has touched the trend line. And in technical analysis, it is said that higher the touch points, the stronger will be the trend line. So you can just look on the chart. A strong trend line is broken, which will indicate a stronger reversal, a stronger change in the trend. So this is where we have to change the approach in the market. First, we were bearish in the market, and now we have to be bullish. We have to look for buying the stock instead of selling because the trend line has broken, which will indicate a reversal. So after that, you can see Bank Nifty gave a very good bullish move after the reversal. So this is what I call as the power of trend lines. If you just even consider the support and resistance on trend line, you can make a kind of weekly income from the market. And when a trend line is broken, the trend is changed, you can make a huge profit from the new emerging trend. That is the reason why trend line is used by most of the traders in the market. And this is the only thing that you require to be successful in the market. A systematic approach, a proper setup with all the proper tools. You don't need any of the tips or news in the market. You just have to do your own research. And this is what our channel Tradingfyive teaches you. So let us just summarize what we learned through this video. So firstly, we learned that trend lines are the angular projection, the angular lines that helps us to identify the dynamic support and resistance in the market. Second lesson is, in an uptrend, we have to look for support for buying the stock, whereas in a downtrend, we have to look for resistance for selling the stock. And this is the most key point, the key lesson learned in this video. Next is, more the number of touch points, stronger is the trend line. And lastly, when such a stronger trend line breaks, it indicates a strong reversal in the market. Okay, so lastly, thank you for watching this video till the end. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Share this video as much as possible and do not miss such many contents on the stock market as well as technical analysis. Subscribe to this channel. I will see you in the next video.